Hey friends, happy Friday evening. It is Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures on the Essential Stencil page. So what I've got here tonight is we're gonna work with the checkerboard. We're gonna work with those beautiful transfers, and then we are gonna make a tray. So I have two pieces of wood right here that we will adhere together, glue together, and then we're gonna have a little tray. Somebody's gonna ask me what the size of this is, so let's go ahead and give you those dimensions real quick, y'all, if I can grab my ruler. Okay, so from one end to the other end, we have 15 inches. We have two boards, and then the other one is 5 1/4. Okay, so 15 by 5 1/4, and then the smaller pieces are 10 3/8 by 2 3/4. All right, guys. So we're gonna get our board prepped. We're gonna do white. We're gonna do white and black. So let's see what happens, y'all. We're just gonna get this painted white. And if you are new to how I paint my surfaces, guys, because I know this looks crazy, I hold my chip brush at a little bit of an angle and take as little paint as I can. Oh, girl, I have a whole wall of cabinets, storage space, I guess you could say. They're kept. Okay. I'm gonna get that dry, and then I'm gonna attach it together. Y'all know I am not a fan of hot glue, so we are gonna use, if I was doing this not on a live, okay, I would use Tight Bond wood glue with a little bit of Gorilla Glue wood glue. I like both of those glues together. I know that sounds crazy, but I do mix my wood glues together, and then I put some clamps and clamp it together. Okay, checkerboard pattern. So what I have in my mind is I want to come through, add some black checkers, and then I want to add either this piece or this piece down here. Let me see. Come on, I'm going to take it out and look, right, y'all? Use the larger, and then I'm going to take, what I may do, y'all, what I may do is take some of those and kind of spread it out with the florals down here at the bottom, kind of overlap them, and then have that. I know that made no sense, but in my brain it made sense. So let me get my checkers on here. Y'all, fun fact, we cannot find any frog tape this size in our area. Terry went and looked today and they don't have it, so I have to order some online. I still have plenty left, but just random. I don't know why. There's no... Okay, so now I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. So what we're gonna have is the continuing design here in the middle and down at the bottom. I am probably gonna shade down at the bottom, but for right now, we're gonna do it like this. And what I'm gonna do, if you have this checkered pattern, I like to put 1 or 2 on these middles just to kind of hold them down while I'm doing my project. Don't do it all the time, but I do like to, because, you know, they're, that way it just holds them down. I don't know what word I'm looking for, y'all. We are going to use a 5/8 brush from Essential Stencil. I show this on all my lives, guys. I am in East Texas. I am near Tyler, Texas. I'm actually in Flint. I don't know if you know where that's at, but we've got a flat brush. Okay, you can tell I've had paint worked up in it before. I tell y'all this all the time. I use my Fusion paint. It does have a top sealer, so sometimes after my lives with Essential Stencil, if I don't have them in water, it's like on there, it's sealed, but doesn't affect my brush performance at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into that black paint. We're gonna swirl it around a little bit and see how wet that is, how we've got these little globs of wet paint there. We don't want to stencil with that. That is gonna cause us to bleed, especially underneath here. So we are gonna offload on our plate. And then I also offload onto a shop towel. I do recycle my shop towel, so don't judge me. And we're just gonna offload. We're gonna start with a very light pressure, and then we're gonna work harder down. So we're just gonna start with a light swirling motion. I do swirling, I don't do pouncing, but light. Let's get that dry, and we're gonna go right over it, and then we're gonna move it over. All right, and we're gonna go back over. Again, start light, more pressure. Fine. All right, guys, I am good with that consistency. I'm just gonna dry it before I pull it off. All right, guys, still have a little bit of bleeding, but got a little bit right here and a little bit down there, but when I sand it, it's gonna be fine. So that's the first side of it. Okay, I'll start down here. I wasn't going to start at the bottom, but we'll start at the bottom. Let's get that dry, and then we'll be done with this part, y'all. I forgot to put a lot of tape down on that. This is what it looks like if you just wanted to do a board like this. It's a cool board, and then you can epoxy it, do all the things. If you wanted to make it a tray, just like that, you can make it a tray, okay? Just kind of showing y'all different ideas here before we put our transfers down. So that'd be a super cute project just like that. All right, guys, here we go. Now here comes the planning, y'all. All right, we're gonna use this one for sure. Okay, watch what I'm gonna do here, y'all. I'm not gonna use this just yet. I'm gonna take this and scoot it over, scooch it a little bit. I know y'all are gonna think I'm crazy to really show through. So I'm just kind of measuring exactly how I want it down at the bottom. And I'm just gonna go ahead, y'all. And again, if you want the checks there, that's fine. I just kind of wanted my spot to be that way. We've already taken the back off, so we're gonna be very careful. Give it a little sanding. We're gonna go ahead and get this completely dry before we put our transfer on. Because we're gonna have adhesion issues if we don't. I kind of like having the bigger piece over here. And then we'll do a small piece there, maybe. We'll figure out where we're gonna put that one. Be creative. I could honestly put like 3 more butterflies on here and I'd be satisfied, but we're not gonna overdo it. Okay guys, we are gonna do something real quick. So I'm showing you how you can do this so you can achieve whatever look you want. But again, trust the process. We do have wax on there, so I'll have a little chippiness on here, which is fine. It is fixable. All right guys, so now we have the faint checkered pattern, okay? And then the white up at the top, which is, I'm gonna go for that a lot better than the mess I created just a second ago. All right guys, so this was an idea in my head. Like I said, you really liked it with the, yep, I know. Like I said, we kind of went to all the different versions to show you how to get to what you would personally like better, but there we go guys. Super cute. What do y'all think? Does it all make sense now? Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for going through the process of experimenting with the different ways and everything, guys. For me, this is how I like it, but y'all know how to recreate it now, step by step. So y'all be blessed. Have a fantastic weekend. And if you want to catch me over on Check and Craft Treasures on Sunday at 1 p.m., I will be over there live doing something else, guys. So have a fun weekend. Be safe. And I'll see y'all next Friday at 7 p.m. Central over here on the Essential Stencil page. Bye, guys.